Hello and welcome back, everybody. We're looking at Rolnicze Pola. This is the first time they've made a map. This is their first attempt at the map. They had a little special request, and I'm going to put a slide up of that because, everybody should understand this. I am not on this channel trying to bash anybody. It's my opinion comes out. Sometimes it seems a little bit harsh. Do not take it as harsh. Everybody's opinion is going to come out. For every 10,000 people that's going to like a map, there's going to be possibly 10,000 more that, is completely the opposite. But somebody's going to find something in all maps if they just use their eyes and find some good within all of it. And that's what I try to do on my channel, is try to find some good at everything. I'm a gamer. This is not the only game I play. I play Fortnite. I play this. Not so much Season 9. I don't care about Season 9 Fortnite. There's a ton of simulator games that I play because I generally like them the most. They're generally the most relaxing. And I have seen what people has done in this game that I love so much. And I've loved it since 13. And I'm really getting a really great understanding more this year than any year because I've been working more with modders than I've ever have. And to literally watch them place down a tree, it just takes forever. And literally just take the tree up, down, turn this way, that way, and if it's even the right tree in the right location. And if somebody's doing it right, it's going to be a ton of different trees in the location and bushes and everything else to really have that natural feel that it should have. And for us, I can get a tree mod and click, 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 and I'm done. There's nothing more for me to do. And what they have to do to paint hills and make ledges and retaining walls and houses and triggers, and I just don't understand the complaining of it. You, even though you're posted by a bot, and I can't really talk to you unless you come to my channel, you got nothing to worry about from me. Preaching is over. It is time to look. And I'm going to love it. I promise I will find something that I'll love about your map. So, this is a play area, it looks like, within inside of a play area. A little something up here. But you got several different triggers and stuff. There's your barn. You got a lot of small, narrow looking fields. They look kind of squared up on the map, but it don't mean that they actually are possibly joinable. You got a few roads going through here. You do own one land, and I'm not going to complain about that at all, because if you watch my channel, I like going small. Here's your shop down here. Now see, if all these lands are joinable, I'll think this is the greatest map there ever was. if it's not joinable, I probably won't like it as far as I'm concerned, but other people will. Because if I could take this land and put all this land here together eventually and work my way through a map, it keeps me in a map longer. And isn't that the point to start with, is to put people in a map, give them some stuff to earn their way up to get. And once you have earned it, by the time you have earned it, you've been in the map a while. And then have some other goals and stuff. For me, if I just have all big equipment and everything else, I'm not going to stay in a mount. I just can't do it. You do have some jobs, so good job on that. Be surprised how many map makers don't know how to put jobs in it. And it's not saying that they don't know what they're doing. It's hard as crap. And everything else is as well. So anything you do, I'm probably going to love it. So as far as your own items, you got a lot of pig enclosures and sheep enclosures and a few grain silos. It doesn't show a house, easy fix. It doesn't show any equipment, but as far as I'm concerned, keep looking this way. The cats are clawing on everything. As far as the equipment stuff goes, I really don't care if it has it or not. This is easy mode, so you should have some stuff to start up with. But since all this stuff here is placeables, it's not like you can't sell some of this stuff to get some money. And there's plenty of mods and stuff to get stuff at a reduced rate if you need to. So let's look around a little bit. We don't have any stuff. Here is field 1, which is grass. I didn't even check that. So I love grass. So see, one thing for me right off the bat. And since this is a field, if you get rid of the trees and stuff, as long as you can get rid of the trees and stuff, all you gotta do is saw those puppies up and they're out of the way. As far as this right here goes, I mean, paint could probably take care of this with the bushes and stuff out in the road. And oftentimes when maps is being built, grasses will be in the roads and stuff, and then the map makers, whenever they go to edit, they will paint this. I really don't have no problem with it, because in places around me and stuff like that, pavement's old and cracked and everything else, and grass is growing up through it. But maybe later on an update, maybe might want to take out that. So it's not like it's a man you messed up moment. It's just all this stuff requires just some fixes and stuff. That's why we generally test maps and stuff to try to find and fix a lot of that stuff. Or, you know, if you're a map maker, I do some testing for some map makers, and then there's, you know, if you get involved in some groups and stuff, they can also help you as well. But I mean, this is not a bad looking map. You got rises and falls, your areas where your trees and stuff is, even though the crops is up to the tree. I told you I play. I don't know if anybody ever notices, whenever I run, I naturally am always jumping. Fortnite. I'm trying not to be shot. That just comes common with just running around and stuff. It shows you that I don't just do one thing. So, I mean, there is some things that can be fixed, but I don't consider it a deal breaker. I think that I see a lot of natural to this. You take even the tree coming out over the field. It may look like a headache for some people, but it's not to me. I mean, trees will grow. Farmers will take advantage of every little piece of land they can. If they can go underneath the tree, they will. Plus, it helps you see. If you notice, whenever I run, I like to be able to see. And you can actually get a little look up ahead and stuff whenever you're going. So far, I'm really liking the map because I can see the effort that's put into it. It's not single rows of trees. It has a lot of natural beauty about it. So don't get discouraged at all, because if you do hear my voice, I mean, hopefully through all the bots that post stuff and all that, you will hear my voice, or somebody that actually cares. I'm actually tickled to death with what you got going on. Get a better view this way. There's your sawmill here. This is my first look. Like I said, you know, if all this can be joined, these little tiny fields, for people that don't really care about them, I like them. Now, cotton is the most useless crop there is in this game, in my opinion, on small fields. It's just that simple. It's not that you shouldn't do it, but as a starter crop being in, unless you just want to just knock it out just for it to be there, you're going to lose probably about $25,000 unless you're running mods. It's just that simple. So it's just better just to disc it under and put it in wheat or something like that. And when you join these three right here together and you saw up the trees and all that, as long as you can do that, putting these fields together. You've got a nice size field, or you can buy these little pieces of field and put together what you want. So I've got no problem with that at all. Haven't seen no traffic thus far. Here's some more grass in the road that needs to be removed. All this here is just painting in the editor, as far as I know. At least it has been thus far, like right here and in this road and stuff. So I hope that there will be some updates to this map. We got a little construction going on here. Because in saying that it needs fixes really doesn't mean anything. There's a Michigan version 3 for a reason. And filling in some potholes and stuff is not, and putting up government signs, you know, and stuff like that's been kind of some minor stuff, and just having to do upgrades anyway because Giants decided to do updates, sometimes break stuff. So everybody's going to be updating maps if they're keeping up with their maps anyway. So even famous map makers does it. So in saying that some things maybe needs a little paint, a little bit of love here and there and stuff, that is no big deal at all. It's just things that happens. So always be sure to get plenty of people that your friends to help you with your maps, to kind of test them. And be sure to submit them to these websites like ModHub. Might as well. I mean, I know some people is just flat out against mod hosting websites. And the thing about it is, why? Because, I mean, if they're, it's okay to feel that way. But if you don't do it, as you can see, DYMA or Thomas or somebody is going to post your stuff. And then you can't be contacted. You can't be messaged. You'll never know what people thinks about your map. So for me, if I had a map and I knew people was going to have access to it, I would just do what I had to do to reach as many people as I possibly could, you know? But that's just my opinion. So, nice job thus far on your map. If you ever hear me. Looking forward to more versions. Don't look like there's much as far as editing to do, because, I mean, everything looks pretty darn natural. So, good job. Everybody be sure to like, share, subscribe. All that stuff helps my family. I appreciate it so much. I don't make a dime off this yet. Not yet. Hopefully 10 years from now this video will still be there. Maybe I'll be making money by then, but I doubt it. So, have fun. Take care, everybody.